10,000 tick trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. Sick of bros and then just dope need and pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. Thanks for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a nice trap setup that I'm looking forward to trading if I can get my hands on it. And it's coming after an overshoot. I have a failed breakout of the previous day's high. In the daily chart, looking like this. Looking for another leg down. I'm looking for a short here if we can get it. It's really close to market open though. Morning pandas, good morning. Jurgit, thanks for becoming panda. Thanks for your support. What time does the pre-market show start? Oh man, all right, it's already over. But yeah. Go to the channel. If you go to the channel, you'll see a members tab. In the members tab, you see the exclusive content that you have as a member. Taking this trade, I may take it with a double. I really like this trade a lot. I really like it a lot, and I like it for a big swing. Let's see if we can get it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for your support, Gurjit. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show. Good morning, guys. Day trading, good morning. Baskar, good morning. Kevin Mack, good morning. Dante Matthews, good morning. Hansman, good morning. R, good morning. Welcome back. Sweet Onions, welcome back. Jamian, welcome back. Frank Angelo from Jersey, welcome back. Kid Poker, good morning. Pro Airs, good morning. H-Cow, good morning. Tanner, good morning. Carl Herman from Asheville. Northern Toronto, let's go, baby. Donald Smith. Oh, it's about to trigger my trade here. We're really close to market open, but it's about to trigger my trade here. Aaron Course says, Panda, I don't think it's in the members tab, the live one. I always get it from the notification. I thought it was in the members tab. I'm pretty sure though, if you go into the channel itself though, there should be a link or it should be playing if it's live. I believe it should be like that. Lauren Charles says, I get it in the members tab. Awesome. I like this setup a lot. Almost enough to go in double position, but I'll go in one position here just because it might do something a little tricky. I want enough powder to re-enter. Currently it's attached to the super signal here, so it will move when the diamond moves. It'll move when this candle ends, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Actually, I might. It'll move on its own, which is nice. I don't have to time it. It moves it quicker than I could with my human reflexes. All right, perfect. It's a nice signal bar. Let's go short here. Only thing I don't like is it's very close to the market open. So if it triggers, it can do some wacky stuff. And because of that, you know, something might happen. Let's make all the proper stops here. I really like the setup, but it might hit me here. I don't mind getting hit here because I like that setup so much. I don't mind taking it and taking the hit because the setup was so good in my opinion. But sometimes you get hit and sometimes it doesn't work out. And the moment it enters, it reverses. That's not what you want to see typically when you enter a trade. But if you like the setup, you gotta take it and take the hit as well. I'll just take the hit as is, as with the proper stop, and then I'll move on next trade. So I got hit there. I like that trade actually. I like that trap. It does stop me out though. So it is what it is. Like I said, something weird could have happened there. We're so close to market open, and I want enough powder to re-enter if we do get another re-entry here. It's unfortunate that gets stopped out, maybe perfectly by one tick. It's a double trap right there. But I like the context of going short here. We basically have, right, a break of trend to new high, and the new high is an overshoot and a failed breakout of the previous day's high. So if you're going like long here and you start to see this, you know, this is a good place that you want to exit, but apparently people thought it was a good place to buy. Price action is clear as day after with hindsight bias. It's coming back into my original entry here. I'm gonna try to re-enter here if I can. Like I mentioned, if I want enough powder. Market just opened. We may reverse here. I might get hit again 2 times coming off our trend line. That could be a possibility here. Oof, okay. It is what it is. I tried to re-enter there, and I thought the premise was still good. Making another move down, especially after the double trap fails. It's basically a triple trap here, and it is what it is, and we'll move on. So, down 1,000, but it's all good. That's unfortunate. Stopping me out twice. Going down again the direction I want to go, but I'm going to sit on my pause now. I already got hit twice on this trade. And it might go without me now, but it is what it is. Like, I already got hit twice. I'm not going to try to enter a 3rd time. It finally goes the way I thought it was going to go. After hitting me twice here. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh, man. That's trading. That is trading in a nutshell, pandas. That shit ends up making a 2nd entry. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. 2nd entry short. That's the trade I probably should have waited for. But... Darn. Got hit twice on the same trade, and then finally a 3rd time when I gave up, decides to go the way I thought it was gonna go. It is what it is though. That's trading. Plenty of trades for us, waiting for us. But darn, that hurts, you know, that hurts. The important thing now is not to go on tilt, and hopefully I can not go on tilt. I could have stuck a little better to my rules. Like, I basically re-entered here on this inside bar, and that might have been a mistake. I just figured that this was another failed trap, right? It's a triple failed trap at this point, right? Because you have A, B, C, A traps. That traps, and that traps, and that traps, and that traps. So it ends up being like a, 5 traps in a row. unfortunately. And that's kind of why I have the rule where I don't really trade near the market open, because of stuff like this, you know. And you think I would have learned by now not to trade near market open, but when something's so tempting, just like, you know, even for me, I'll fall for it. It's just it was so tempting for a nice swing trade even. So I decided to take it twice, and yeah, I got hit twice, and it takes me out like perfectly both times almost. This one perfectly takes me out, and this one basically takes me out, you know, 2 ticks over. But that's trading. I don't mind taking setups like that. I think I just gotta stay closer to my rules in terms of trading near market open. That would have prevented me from entering that trade. That alone, that rule alone, even though I really like the setup, that rule alone would have been enough for me not to enter. I got a little too greedy. And this is the swing I wanted, right? This is the swing I wanted. This is why I was so eager to go short, because I felt that this could have been a multi-point swing. And it's already what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 9-pointer. So that's kind of why I was so eager, because I felt like it had this power to move down like this. It's just unfortunate the way it happened, so it is what it is. Ends up being a 10-point swing. Major trend reversal. Albrook setup. Basically break a trend new high. And this is happening off of the previous day's high. You see how it fails to really break out and reverses. And not only that, overshoot. So you just have a lot of things to tell you that this is going to be a big reversal. And it ends up being a nice swing down here. And you had the trap setup. You had the reversal setup. You had everything going for you. Ends up being a second entry short rather than the trap trade that ends up pushing this down. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't even mind losing that twice because I like the setup so much. But the reason why I like this setup is because of the potential move here. If you could still be in a runner this entire time, as you can see, right? We don't come back up to fill this gap. There's just a little space between this pivot high and this pivot low, or the low of that candle. Double hit though. Darn. No. Casey says take more risk. If I was a swing trader, I would. My risk could have been up here or even up here, but I'm trading too large. I'm trading 5 contracts. So if I typically trade 5 contracts, if I was gonna swing, I'll reduce it to half or even to 1 contract and keep adding on. As long as the premise is still good. Right, this is more than 10 points at this point. Very good swing setup, and I missed it. But I tried to enter twice, thinking, okay, I'm not gonna enter a third time, right? I can't, you know, keep banging my head on this wall, and just hoping it works. You know, after 2 failures, I'm just like, all right, just let it happen if it happens the third time. But you can see with your own eyes, Pandas, why I don't trade near market open. Because you get things like this. You get nonsense. It hurts though. It does hurt. You know, of course, being down 1,690 is not a good way to start the trading session. in any way. Okay, push back to the 20 EMA. After H4 setup. trap trade, perhaps on the higher time frame as well, now forming on 10,000 tick chart.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart. You can see it here. A, B, C, A. Perhaps reversal here. Could be a big reversal if that trap does trigger. Big reversal. Big strong downtrend day today. Perhaps. I'll come in with a second entry short here. If we get a second entry short, I might be interested. The only problem is we have a break a trend to new low with an H4 setup. So this could actually push up pretty high. And the 240 SMAs right here, perhaps blocking you. Terrible signal bar to take that short if you're to take it. Okay. Underneath the 20 MA, small signal bar. If this gives me a big wick, I may be interested in going short here, but if it's a strong bull bar, I'll obviously have to skip it. It looks like it's gonna be a strong bull bar. And that alone is enough for me to cancel this. Yeah. No joy on that setup. Small trading range. Can come back into the trading range. Okay, now we're above the 20 MA, creating bull bars. Closing above the 20 MA. After an H4 with a break of trend to new low. Pretty close to the 240 SMA. Could be a bounce up here. I mean, the 5 minute still has not yet filled this gap. We have a gap here on the previous day's close, and I thought, you know, we were probably trying to come to fill that gap, but I have no idea. I don't know. Will we? Time will tell. You most likely fills a gap, but today's markets, who knows, really. The markets have been quite wild. We might get a reversal set up here to go long. Huh. Could be a trap trade to go long here. I'm thinking about going short though. I almost want to take the trap on the 10,000 tick. Maybe take the trap on 10,000 tick charts. Trap 10,000 tick. The risk is not too huge right now. Could be larger. The candle's not done yet on 10,000 tick. In fact, I'll take a failed trap here. If this pushes up, I'll take the failed trap to go short. $10,000 tick chart trap. I'll take that trap. 10,000 tick chart for another big swing if we can get it. This candle finishes.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart. I'll take it. The risk is a little more than 5 points, but the move is potentially so strong, like making a new low at least, that I think the risk is worth it. Plus the gap needs to fill on the 5-minute chart. I'll take the main portion of 1-to-1. The main portion of 1-to-1 and try to run the rest. See how far the runner can go. Or this trap might fail. And you know, and I could just be duped again. But it is what it is. I mean, the 10,000 tick chart showing a trap that's tradable with a reasonable risk, so I'll take it. So 1-to-1 on the main portion, the 4 contracts, and then a runner. Let's see if we can get this 1-to-1. Decent push down. Looking for a new low. Looking for a new low here. Getting that 1-to-1. That's what I'm hoping for. This is a good sign, right? You want a strong bear bar like that. That's a good sign for us. Keeps pushing down. Let's see if we can get that 1-to-1. Let's go, baby. Got that 1-to-1. Let's get a runner. Trap on the 10,000 tick. It was that trade. For those who are wondering. We took a 1-to-1 on the main portion. And now we're going to try to run the rest. I'm not sure how far the runner is going to go, though. Really, I have no clue. It could be a huge runner. It might be even worth, like, just keeping my original, like, risk here. But I'll just take that. Let's go, baby. And plenty of room, right? Plenty of room for a runner to stay alive. So let's see. Let's see how it does. The day looked dire. The day looked dire. But now, I'm still down like I'm still down like $400. It's all good. It's like if you believe in this swing, it's almost worth like just keeping this above this pivot high to protect yourself from like just getting stopped out real quick. But for me, I'd rather just get stopped out and re-enter the downtrend if the downtrend continues. That's what I prefer. But I'm most likely gonna get stopped out. I'm like 1 tick away, so my runner's gonna stop out even the 1-to-1. See, people took that 1-to-1 risk. A lot of people did what I just did. You know, a lot of people took that 1-to-1 risk reward, and then they came out causing this move back up. And people are trying to close their position, realizing that they're a little too greedy. But like I said, like if I kept my original stop loss up here, but then that becomes risky, right? You start to lose this. So for me, the whole point of the runner is that it's risk-free in a sense, right? You took your risk off, one even saving on commissions here, right? You're actually making a little money. And then you don't have to worry about stuff like this happening, where you actually might get stopped out if you held your swing stop.
5-minute trap.
Oh, is the volume on the ES323 high? I feel like usually it's low on Thursday. Usually cross like on Friday, then you start to really consider it. By the way, yeah, the contract is going to roll over, so just be aware of that. And so I'll keep an eye on the volume here. If you don't know, Ninja Trader has a way to see the volume. Yeah, the 323 is way lower, way lower. So maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. But right now, today is the 1222. I mean, if you look at it, you're actually still safe in this swing trade, right? You still have this lower high. But I would be sweating, right? Like, I mean, if you're this close, you think your swing trade may get stopped out. And, man, if it bounces off like this, it could. Still hasn't filled the gap, but touches the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, right? Hits it and creates this huge bull bar, making you think that perhaps we might reverse off here. Maybe too early to tell. Amazing, right? This higher low doesn't actually pop up higher to trigger, right? Not even break above the previous candle's high or previous pivot high, let alone this swing high. So goodness, I mean, it might do it now, but it was just kind of interesting how that reacted. This looks bullish to me. It looks like it wants to break through this kind of V bottoms like this, breaking clearly above the 20 EMA, having the higher low. Like a second entry long might be good here actually to break this high. I'm not married. I'm no longer married to the premise that we're gonna keep going lower. I am now switching gears and thinking we could actually push up here after that 1-to-1 was hit. People took their profits after that 1-to-1. You can tell those who took that 1-to-1, you know, you can tell the bears weren't very strong because most of the bears came out with a 1-to-1. They didn't hold it much longer than that. But then you have some strong bears who still have their trades set in, waiting for a 2-to-1 risk reward. Right? Some traders, some bears wanting a 2-to-1 risk reward, thinking we're gonna come and fill that gap. And so they might get stopped out here. Like if I was a swing trader, I would have my swing trade up here, and unfortunately maybe get stopped out. It's getting a little choppy here as well, so who knows. Strong bull bar ending on its high on the 5-minute, but look at the left of the chart. Doesn't mean much unless there's follow through. Doesn't mean much unless there's follow through. Okay, little follow through. Okay, like I mentioned, surprised it didn't get stopped out, but now you got stopped out if you're that swing trader. So I'm glad it came out. That's why it came out break even +1. I still made a profit here, very little profit, but I still made a profit. Decent move up here. I like today's movement. I'll say that much. I like the fact that we're moving. I don't like the fact that this happened, unfortunately, but I like the fact that we're moving here. Hopefully I can have another green day today. That'd be nice. Strong move up. Very strong move up. $10,000 tick chart, 2 strong bull bars ending on their high. Now we're clearly above the 20 MA here. 5-minute chart also, right? Follow through, but let's see how this bar finishes. Can't take this trap. It's too far away from any key area. It's just yeah. I am looking for a continuation though. I'm looking for another leg up here. But not with this trap. Even the trap can make a point or a scalp. I'd rather it be near key area. It's too far away from anything. A younger panda would have taken this trade and just take the hit. Take the hit if it does. I mean, the risk is not too large either, and you're basically riding the momentum here. A younger panda would also have gotten their scalp already. Perfect scalp. And got a scalp. So you're riding that momentum up, and you're having follow through on that strong bull bar on the 10,000 tick chart. A 5-minute chart, even stronger follow through than the original move up. Now we broke above the high of today, and we may break above the high of yesterday. To me, I need a pullback. I don't want to trade above, you know, this could create a double top here. It could. I don't know. I really don't know. Casey asks, when am I taking the higher lows? Like, where, if this trap happened like here, I would have taken it. But the trap happened way over here. Like, I was waiting for a Pikachu trade. I was waiting for this to create a second entry long, but it never created it. Almost. I was thinking about it, and then it didn't. And then it just did this. So, thanks. Thanks, market. Thanks for nothing. But I was waiting for a Pikachu trade, you know, basically a second entry long here above the 20 MA. Because I felt like we already made our move down. Like, this move is done. In fact, yeah. All right. Continues to push higher. But how much higher? Who knows? Alex Newser says, did you see the second entry short trigger on the weekly chart? I don't know. Did I? Let me see. I might have seen it on another chart. I usually don't look at the weekly view. Ah, second entry short on the weekly chart. You're right. Off the trend line. Ooh. Ooh. Very interesting. Hey, good call on that. If you're like looking for, if you trade like options, that might be an option trade for you to go short. Who knows? Trade like a monthly option, but you trade the weekly chart. But you gotta let the week. You're not gonna let the week finish. Technically, it broke through, so. Let's see here. The push continues to go up here, making higher highs, higher lows. I'm not touching this. I'm not touching short. I'm not going long here either. I have no entries here whatsoever. This is just on a tear, and I'm going to let it go up. It is what it is. Sorry, going back on the previous... Casey says, did you take this nice trade on all accounts? I did. But not with that many contracts. I trade pretty much one contract on my regular accounts. Hey man, this is not bad after being down close to 2K. We broke the previous day's high. Incredible, we're back up here and we're not bouncing off of it. We're breaking through it. Interesting. Strong bull bars on the 5-minute, 10,000 tick chart, 5-minute chart. I mean, this doesn't look like it's gonna reverse. It looks very strong. Could have a nice move up here. It's just way too overextended for me. I need a pullback if I'm trying to go long here. It just doesn't make sense for me to just go long. Plus potential for double top. Potential, but looking at the higher time frames, the bull bars are so strong. Like, you're thinking it's showing the bulls, the power of the bulls, strength of the bulls. typically don't like taking trades on the 10,000 tick, but the risk was manageable, about 5 points, and I was looking for a 1-to-1, so good trade on that. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's go, baby. Casey says the weekly trap trade will be crazy. Actually, yeah. It would be crazy if we get a weekly trap. Oof. That would be crazy, actually. That would be quite crazy. Let's be vigilant in our channels here. Making these small pullbacks on this small pullback bull trend, and I'm just not comfortable taking first entries here, so I'm gonna let it go. It keeps making higher highs, right? Even made a higher high here. Incredible move, incredibly strong move right now. It may break, it may make a new high, it might break the overnight highs here. I mean, when you see the 5-minute chart, you don't see any signs of bearishness. Look at this, incredible. Bouncing off the 20 EMA, 2 strong bull bars, right? People are buying the close here, and this is why you see just a barely small wick, right? Basically even ticks above, opens 1 tick above the close of this bar, showing the strength of the bulls here on the 5-minute. Well, unfortunately, it's not a setup I was interested in at all. I was not going to take a trap this high, nor any first entries this high. Ends up being a nice breakout, right? If you just took a trade above here. Absolutely incredible. Makes a new high, breaks the overnight high. It's a super strong move up, and no entries for me. It's all first entries. Incredible, though. I actually like the fact that it's moving. Today. It's not like the last, like, you know, 10-20 days of trading, to be honest. We haven't had a nice, in my opinion, this is a nice day of trading for me. I like when the candles look like this, or the swings look like this. It makes me eager to want to enter a trend. It makes me eager to enter, right, a second entry long if we can get it. People are asking if I rolled over. Nope. Volume's way too low. Right now, the volume for 1222 is 464,000, and on the 323 it's 81,000. It's just not even close. It's not comparable right now. So it's not time to roll over yet. Maybe tomorrow or Monday. Looking for a second entry long if I can get it. Clearly above. Could be a break a trend new high. Oh, interesting. Is this an exhaustive move? Looks like the beginning of a breakout to me. Beginning of a trend. Incredible move up. Daily chart hitting our heads on the 20 EMA perhaps here. Maybe making a second entry long here. I'll take it. Such a strong move up. I want to get a little piece of it. And now we got our second entry long. It's floating in midair, which I don't like. I like it if it touches the 20 MA, if it touches some sort of support. I prefer that. But this is floating in midair. If you're really eager to go long on this strong uptrend, then this is the trade for you. Terrible signal bar, but small. Very small signal bar. Might be worth the risk if you want to just jump in on this uptrend right now. Might be worth the risk. It's very small risk here, but the signal bar is back, plus it's floating in midair. But you have a strong bull move here. You're clearly above the 20 MA, clearly above the previous day's high. I just want to be a little more patient here and wait for the setup that I like. I don't want to chase the setup. And the price I pay is, obviously I might miss out on this, this profit. But I'm okay with that. Decent move up, pretty nice follow through. That's what you want to see. Doesn't make a scalp yet, but that's basically what you want to see if you're going long. Again, the risk is very small, so you can hold on to this risk to the end. And it doesn't really hurt you, right? Your reward is actually higher than your risk. So it's kind of like almost worth taking, just purely in the fact that we're going up. We got a second entry long, even though I'm floating midair, but the risk is so small, it might just be worth taking. Right? Like, the probability is not super high, but the risk reward is good. Right? The risk reward is good, and that's really rare for a scalp. That alone may be the reason why I should just enter this. Right? You're talking about the risk is actually 2 points. It's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1 risk reward. On a scalp is very good. And yeah, it basically scalps you out. Yeah, you got scalped out. And your risk was so teeny. It's just a bad signal bar, plus not really close enough to the key area that I liked. But it is a second entry long, pandas. A, B, C. I've been burned before taking second entry longs floating in midair like this. I've been burned many times actually by that. So for me, it's something I have in the back of my mind, knowing that that is a risky trade, but the risk reward is so good that even if it's a pretty risky trade, it might have been worth taking. Might have been worth taking, especially how bullish we are. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't want to take it. I didn't think. I'd rather it hit my rules and it actually hit something, right? If I had some sort of reason to take that in terms of a support, but yeah, ends up being a nice move up, making a new high. This is a super strong move up. Another thing that kind of made me hesitate was a 5-minute chart. We hit the 240 SMA on the 5-minute, which sometimes has a bounce, right? This is the hourly 20 SMA, right? This is why I have it on the 5-minute chart, because on the hourly chart, this is actually just the 20 SMA, and a lot of times you get reactions off of it. So maybe hesitate a little bit there. I was like, okay, we can actually go down, especially when it's creating that wick. But yeah, just what can you do? Move on, next trade, next setup. There's so many bull bars, you just like buy the close, just buy everything at this point. What a move. What an incredible move right now. Very strong. Very, very strong. The 10,000 tick. Look at how many bull bars are in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bull bars in a row. Absolutely incredible. And they're strong bull bars. Mostly ending on their highs, except this one, pause bar. And it doesn't even create a red body. It doesn't even break the previous candle's low. It just keeps pushing up. So every pullback has been very small. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I wanted a piece of it. I just wish it came down. I was going to come in with a failed trap here, but yeah, I like it to touch a support. That's more important to me. It needs to touch some sort of support. This is like not really anything here. Keeps pushing higher. Doesn't even break the previous candle's low here. Like, you almost just want to go long anywhere at this point. Just buy anything and knowing that any pullback will be small, so you can come out break even if you scale in. That's like the mentality of the bulls right now. That's why they feel so confident entering anything right now. They just want to go long anywhere because they have the ability and the know-how to come out break even at the worst. At the worst. By the way, we have news tomorrow at 8:30. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big news tomorrow. Very big news. News tomorrow. It's the core PPI numbers. The PPI has the power to move the market very strongly. Richard Harris says, my New Year resolution is not to game and trade at the same time. Man, like, I barely have an edge, 100% focus. I cannot imagine how little edge I'll have if I'm like distracted and playing games. It's tough. Oh, that risk reward was so good. I just yeah, it is what it is. I just know I've been burned by situations like this before. It might create another second entry long here, but I don't think I'm interested. I want to pull back closer to 20 MA. Right, the 5 minute. If you see the 20 MA, see how far we are? Very far. Plus now it's converging. The 240 SMA and the 20 MA. I'm thinking a pullback here. Here as well, break a trend new high. Or, you know, it could be two trends, right? It could be like this, break a trend new high, and then you can see this as a break a trend new low. Now this is an uptrend, and now you want some sort of pullback and a retest of the high here. Something like this. Let me ask you guys, what would you do if you saw a second entry long here? If you saw a setup like this, A, B, C, would you take a second entry long? In this area, is the context good for you to take a long here if you get a setup? I'm not saying that we're going to get a setup, but if we did get a setup here, would you take it? Do you feel like this has more room to go up? And that's kind of what you're thinking right now, right, as you anticipate your trade. Now, the setup may never happen, which is fine, but if it does, would you take it? I feel uncomfortable taking this long, but might be a good one. Looks even better as a higher low second entry long. I may not even get a second entry long. It might just be a first entry. So this is when it gets tricky. We get a higher low second entry long here. Looking for another push up on the 10,000 tick and on the 5-minute chart. Looking for another leg up. Huh. Top of a trading range as well. What to do, what to do. I mean, if you think about it, it's a higher low. I don't like how this is starting to curl over. Don't like that price action. Don't like the fact that we are at the 240 SMA on the 5-minute. Could be a second entry long here. Inside bar. Interesting. Man, a higher low, second entry long, strong uptrend. Like this move here looks very weak, right? Like this leg up here looks very weak. Doesn't seem convincing. Like we really want to go that much higher, but just being confused makes me want to skip this trade. Just having any hesitation at all. Usually when you take a trade, you don't want any hesitation. You just want to be like, okay, yeah, this is a good trade. If I get hit, I get hit. I'll move on. But here it's like, it's kind of starting to go a little sideways, right? Starting to slow down. A little confused, like what's going on here? Are we really still strong bullish here? And I mean, with a bar like a couple bars like this, you're thinking it's pretty bullish. But now at this point, I don't know how it's going to trigger. I don't know how this is going to trigger. Curious. Very curious. Okay. Okay. That's 4 overlapping bars in a row. Making it even trickier now. It could be a lower high setup, but its trade range is not really confirmed in my opinion. Second entry long. Above the 20 MA, higher low setup. On this price action that looks like it's starting to triangle here. Okay, pushing down. Guess that answers that question. I kind of like it when I don't have to be confused. Oh, okay. Got that back up. Bought that back up. Second entry long here. I'm gonna have to skip it, pandas. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sorry. It's a second entry long and it might trigger here. I don't know. Man. Be a break of trend. Be low already created. Could just be a nice second entry long here. I might be missing a good setup. This looks confusing to me. For that reason, I gotta sit on my paws. It feels like a triangle is being created here. Like this. There's enough room to the top of the triangle as well. The risk is not too large either. Y'all already have break a trend to new high. Triangle forming right up after that. It's confusing for me. It's tough. It's a tough one. Okay, now this makes me less enticed to go long at all. And in a sense, like, it's good when the temptation gets taken away from you, because now you don't have that dilemma. I don't have any dilemma here. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna let this go. All right, I don't like this. I don't like the look of this bar. I don't like the fact that the 20 EMA is starting to curl down. I don't like the fact we made a breaker trend new high. I just, yeah, there's a lot of things about this. It makes it tough to go long at this point. Triangle no longer there, really. Trading range indicator warning us the fact that we could come reverse a little bit here, which is another reason why it was hard for me to go long, because the trading range indicator, we got back to the bottom of the trading range indicator. Now we're at the bottom of this trading range. Let's let this play out. I don't know if I want to trap here either. My premise is still long overall, but this is looking a little tricky here. Darn, I might end red again today. Hate it. Don't want to end red. But seems to be the pattern here. Second entry long, underneath the 20 MA. 20 MA curling down. Potential trap trade here. Not interested in this trap though. Marshall, so this is a funded account. Actually, this is an eval. I'm trading my funded accounts separately, but right now I'm trying to pass an eval with you guys. Key says, no, I don't like this at all. No, it's not a good second entry long. You're beneath the 20 MA. Just let it go.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap may trigger here. Do I want the failed trap though to go long? Coincide with the second entry long on 10,000 tick. 10,000 tick. There is a second entry long here, floating in midair. A, B, C. It's a Pikachu trade on 10,000 tick. It's floating in midair, unfortunately. Jeez, did I draw this? When did I draw this line? It's almost perfect, but it has to be like this. Which may coincide with a failed trap on the 2000 tick, which I like. I like that confluence. but it doesn't actually, it creates a micro double bottom instead. And you see the 20 EMA just going, slicing through all this price action here right now. It does trigger the failed trap. Be interested in going long here. Fortunately, this trend line is right there too. Man, it might make it tough. It might make it tough here. Nah, I can't take this long. Regardless, I can't take it. It's a second entry long on 10,000 tick and might have some confluence, but this trend line here alone is making me not want to take it. Just gonna hit our heads right on it. It could reverse right off of it. Creating a second entry short rather. A, B, C. But the problem, not the problem, but the good thing about going long here would be if you consider it's a break of trend to new low was created. But this trend line here now. Could be a failed trap here. Might be a good long trade, pandas. Darn. Good signal bar as well. Higher low setup. It's just not enough room to any of any of these resistances here. There's not enough room. It's too tight. It's getting overlapping now. Look at the 20 EMA going right through all these candles here. Difficult to tell what's happening. Oof. Let's trigger. Potential decent setup to push high. Make a new high here and just continue this uptrend for a very long time. Could be possible here. If you're a swing trader, you can take it. You just need the appropriate risk. Second entry long does trigger on a 10,000 tick. Right, that's what you want to see if you're long here. You like a bull bar ending on its high. Might be hitting its head on this resistance here. Like I mentioned, there's not enough room to any of these up here. And we can bounce off of this trend line, bounce off the top of this trading range. But it could also be a strong, just like a nice bull flag and just push. You scalped out right there, pandas. You're able to scalp out. Darn, failed trap, pushing higher. I don't know. Able to scalp out. There's not enough room. Trading range, and also this trend line was in the way. Just a monster move up. It's gonna make a new high now. It's incredible. Darn, pandas. I missed it. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant here. It was a higher low setup, failed trap trade, above the 20 MA, going with trend. I just didn't like the fact that these trend lines were here to block it. Didn't like that at all. Didn't like the fact that the top of the trading range, not enough room to the top of the trading range here. Didn't like the overlapping bars. I didn't like how the 20 MA is just going right through all this price action. Made it tough for me. I had a feeling it was going to push higher, especially if this triggered. The 10,000 tick chart, second entry long would have triggered as well, most likely. It was a couple ticks away, but most likely would have triggered, and if it did, create a pretty strong move up like this. Also, 10,000 tick chart, this second entry long is floating in midair. So, but after this many bull bars, you're thinking there's going to be a, some sort of follow through. It ends up being followed through here. Unfortunately, I didn't get any piece of it. And, yeah, it's just too many things for me. And this is kind of why I'm profitable, because if I feel like that, in this sense, I could be, maybe I could be more profitable. But at the same time, I could be less profitable because, let's just say this, pandas. I've been hit by stuff like this before. I've been hit, truly hit by stuff like this. This is why I'm so hesitant to take trades like that. Because I've been burned. I've been burned many times. It could be one of those false negatives, right? Like, I've been burned and I think it's just too traumatic and it makes me not want to enter it ever again. But maybe it's actually a good setup in the long run if you take it as a swing. I don't know. We break a trend to new low, coming off the bottom of the trend or channel here. Sorry, the trading range. Still not enough room to top of the trading range, just barely. Hey, it's tough. Tough for me at least. Maybe not for you guys. I mean, what am I? I'm just a panda here. I'm just trying to think in the future, would I take that trade again? I don't know. I think I would have done the same thing, skipped it, just been confused. In and out of 20 MA here. Hard to take that second entry long. Higher low setup as well. Failed trap, you know, so you have a couple things going for it, but too tough for me. It wasn't clear as day, let's just say that for me. Trap trade here, and again floating in midair, so skipping it, but could be a nice move up. I mean, if this trend is super strong, you almost take anything long and it will work out for you. That trap fails, that's why I don't take those in midair. Right. This one worked out nicely. This one not so nice. Second entry long. Second entry long here. Not interested in it. A, B, C. Second entry long. A, B, C. Pretty strong move down, actually. Right, this trap fails, reverses. Now we're beneath the 20 MA, closing beneath the 20 MA. Right, if you're going long, if you're a bull here, you don't want to see stuff. You don't want to see that. Pretty strong move down. Interesting. An uptrend or downtrend or trading range? Because you have to ask the question. You're most likely in trading range. Do I like this trap? Oh, I'm a sucker for this trap here. I am truly a sucker for a trap if it triggers here. I am such a sucker for this. And my mind maybe should just be straight up bull trend all day today. But clearly we have a gap here, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But yet my panda brain wants to go short here. But this is a terrible signal bar, so I'll skip it if it does trigger. But I'm not looking to go long beneath the 20 MA. Trap trade pandas. Is this a panda trap? Is the market trying to entice me here to go short? It's working. It's really working, pandas. I want to go short here if we get a trap. It might be dumb. I should just maybe be looking for longs all day today. But yet my panda brain wants to go short here. Could be a turtle trap. Nope. Alright. That answers that question. Bye-bye. No joy. No harm, really. Maybe it's a good thing that happens. No longer tempted. Daily chart at the 20 MA now. Coming from beneath it.
5-minute trap.
Trap on the 5-minute chart floating midair. Absolutely incredible. Like, I'm not taking a second entry long right here. Terrible signal bar, but that's how strong the bulls are, right? The bulls are so confident that even with a signal bar like this, they're willing to take that long. Incredible. Like, they're willing to go long there. I'm curious. Let me take a 2-to-1.
Five-minute trap.
Trap on the 5-minute may propel this very strongly upwards. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a higher low. I mean, I have a channel here. Could be a also from this sort of overshoot to undershoot. That makes sense there. And it could be a break of trend to creating a new high as well. Darn. It's getting confusing now. Getting very confusing. At least for me. This could push higher on the higher low setup. I may like it, but it's tough. I usually don't take first entries, and now this is at a resistance, right? Every pivot is a resistance. So this higher low will be right at resistance. I don't think it's strong enough setup. Higher low. Nice wick coming off the 20 MA. But first entry for me nevertheless. Triggers a trap on the 5-minute chart. Could propel this up very strongly. Two-to-one met on this terrible signal bar. 2-to-1 risk reward was met. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I like the higher low, but again, all at the resistances here. Hard to take. The 5-minute is starting to turn to a spike in channel. Spike it most likely will start to channel some way or another. Don't know how the channel's gonna look like yet. Could be based off of these highs. Some sort of spiking channel based off these highs. Does give you enough for a scalp, but coming back into our channel here for the spiking channel. We kind of have a spiking channel as well on the higher time frame, right? Big move up, spike, and then we start to channel here. Creating a wedge top as well. Break a trend to new high. Okay, says fake 5-minute trap? Maybe. No setup for me here. Another failed trap here, another failed trap here. We can play out. Goes without me. I was waiting for a trap trade. I was waiting for this to happen. A, B, C, A, reversal. I was waiting for that, but it didn't give me my setup. So I was thinking about taking the lower high, right, on this failed trap, right? Again, failed to break out here. Again, failed to break out here. Also, in the 5 minute, the trap really does fail. Doesn't really go that high. Man, so I was looking to go short, but I wanted a better setup. I wanted that fail second entry long. That would have been nice. I would have felt silly if I entered a little too eagerly and the second entry short. The fail second entry long triggered and I'm in a better setup, which is what this was. But, it's the price you pay when you wait for good setups. You miss these moves. It's quite possibly the bottom of the channel, of the spiking channel. Trap trade here. It's just like, again, too far away from 20 May. And the trap movement kind of happened here where I wanted it. I wanted it to happen here. It's a little lower than I wanted, and plus right now at the support on the spiking channel. So difficult to take this trap this far away, plus this potentially close to support. Jaden Saint says, up 10K, pass all 4 of my evals. I'm going to call it a day. Let's go, baby. Yeah, you should call it a day if you pass all your evals. It's incredible. Amir asks, what's a trap trade? You can go into the playlist going over all of the, how to count legs and how to identify second entry shorts, second entry longs. If you can't identify a second entry long, you cannot identify a trap. It's just you need one to have the other. Confusing. Decent push up, now it's overlapping bars. Trading range indicator starting to recognize the fact that we're getting a little choppy here. I may end red today, but it's a good red because I'm not forcing myself to enter any trades I don't like. If I want to lose, I'm going to lose on my own terms, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, it's too confusing. Just looks ugly. I don't know. Maybe expecting a new low here. Will it happen with a trap though? Started to create an expanding pattern as well. Expanding here. And now expanding here. Right, higher highs, but also lower lows. Definition of expanding. Actually like that signal bar. To go short here. Looking for a new low. It just seems like it's in the bottom of some sort of trading range or channel, so I don't know. It's so tough. It could bounce off here. If I was in this trade, I'll probably be sweating right now. If I saw that movement, be a little disappointed. I'd be red. Be red. Maybe a second entry short would be better here. I would like a second entry short. That'd be nice. I'll go short on a second entry short. Looking for a new low on this downtrend. But notice failed trap here. Another failed trap here, looks like. Like I would already concede this trade and already be writing my will and be like, you know, most likely get stopped out. Get stopped out. That's why I didn't enter that trade. Alright, second entry short. Clearly above the 20 EMA here, but getting a little choppy. Choppy enough for me to maybe want to enter short here. Looking for a new low still, but right in the middle of the trading range. For the content, boys. For the content, my pandas. For the content. For the content. Looking for new low. No. No. Purely for the content, pandas. Not because I'm a bad trader, but that was just purely for content. Not because that was a terrible trade take, but I did it for the content. Obviously. Obviously. Come on. Need that new low. Looking for a new low here. Underneath the 20 MA. Decent signal bar. But also bouncing off the bottom of a trading range in the middle of a trading channel. Sus trade. Trap here. Another trap here. Trap. Trap, trap, trap. Take the hit. It is what it is. Whoa, I'm still alive, pandas. Somehow I'm still alive. I am still in this trade, pandas. Remarkable. I am still in this trade. How is it possible? Who knows? Pandas. 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 Is it possible? Is there hope here? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Double position? Pandas? For the content? For the content! Double position. For the content. I can come out break even, if anything. But for the content, pandas. Maybe I'll come out break even. This is too much risk. This is too much risk. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. This might be bad news. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit here. Unfortunately. Or not. Pandas. We still have hope. Triple position. Micro triple top here. For the content. For the content. Only for the content, boys. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna stopped out. H4 setup. Or sorry, L4 setup. Let the candle finish. It looks like it's gonna stop me out. It looks like it wants to stop me out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna stop me out here. Or for the content. Pandas. All right, I'm out. Oh, man. Ooh, should I try again on the H4, L4 setup? No. That's enough punishment for today, I think. Man. Fail trap. It reverses. And then it pushes up higher. A little too choppy. Maybe a little too much in the middle of the trading range. So pandas, for the content. For the content. You know, for the content. I did it for you guys. I did it for you guys. H4 setup or L4 setup now. I just want to see this to see how mad I can be today if this actually works out in my favor now. Almost want to not work out. It's looking for that new low and has an L4 setup. Oh my goodness. feel it? Do you feel my anguish, pandas? Do you feel the anguish? Still looking for that new low, seems like. Panda. Hey, pandas, for the content. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now it's starting to go the way I thought it was going to go. The pain. The pain is real, pandas. Pain is absolutely real. Thinking maybe taking a lower high if we get it. But that doesn't go very far. It's enough for a scalp, but now it's just getting kind of choppy here. It's very confusing. Alright, pushes higher. This is too choppy. No real trades here. Darn. All right, pandas. I'll see you guys. Actually, I will be off tomorrow. We'll be taking a break, and I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. And yeah, actually, you know what, pandas? I won't see you guys Monday. I actually will be taking an extended break. I'll be taking a break for a week, and I'll put a post up as well. But I'll see you guys on the 19th. Maybe the 20th. I don't know. I'll see you guys probably. I'm gonna take a small break and 24/7 stream when I return. Maybe for the new year I might do it. But yeah, but I will be basically taking a week off from here, and just subscribe and put your notification bell on to know when I come back. I'll be taking a small break and just enjoying my vacation here. And yeah, I mean, I've been grinding pretty hard. And so by the time I come back, I'll be fully prop firmed. I'll be a full prop firm trader, and most likely I'll be, most likely they would have all my paperwork done. They're going through all the paperwork still, and you're actually being hired by their funding, like Apex funding partners is T3 actually, and so they work with T3, and with T3, basically, they have to do all the background checks, and you're kind of like, yeah, they have to go through a bunch of stuff, and you're basically contracted through them, and so I am waiting for that, and it's good news. So by the time I come back, hopefully that'll be all set up, and it'll be nice. So, and also this lower high the lower high first entry ends up making a nice push down to the spot where I thought we would go down. Unfortunately, I didn't get a piece of it, and got hit 2 times with my double entry, and it is what it is. So, pandas, I'll see you guys after the break. Just stay tuned, and make sure you guys subscribe so you guys know when I will be back. And yeah. So right now, this is one account. This is an eval account actually. Working on 300k eval. So it is what it is. All right, pandas. I'll see you guys when I come back, and hope you guys have an amazing holiday. If I don't see you then, and enjoy. So as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.